Hello and greeting to our lecturer, Madam Azi and Madam Vidyariati. Now we will do a AGR255 presentation about MSPO, Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil, Part 3, Principle 4. And my name is Andre Antonius, and I'm teaming up with Zulkhairi Pinyaku. So Part 3 is General Principles for Oil Palm Plantation and Organized Smallholder. And the principle 4 is social responsibility, health, safety, and employment condition. So first criteria is social impact assessment conducted. Social impact assessment includes the processes of analyzing, monitoring, and managing the intended and unintended social consequences, both positive and negative, of planned interventions, policies, programs, plans, projects, and any social change processes invoked by those interventions. The second is social impact should be identified and plans are implemented to mitigate the negative impacts and promote the positive ones. Second criteria is complaints and grievances mechanisms in place. Firstly, a system for dealing with complaints and grievances shall be established and documented. Secondly, the system shall be able to resolve disputes in an effective, timely, and appropriate manner, which is accepted by all parties. Thirdly, a complaint form should be made available at the premises where employees and affected stakeholders can make a complaint. Other than that, employers and surrounding communities should be made aware of its existence and that complaints or suggestions may be made at any time. Lastly, complaints and solutions within the past 24 months shall be documented and be made available to affected stakeholders upon request. Next criteria is commitment to continue to local sustainable development. Palm oil millers should contribute to local development in consultation with the local communities. Where the mill is an integral part of a plantation, such contribution to local community development may be regarded as a joint effort by the mill and the plantation. So for the part 4 will be continued by Zul.
Greetings to Madam Azi and Madam Vidyariati. So I will continue where Andrea left. The fourth criteria is employee safety and health policy in place. Indicator 1. It is an occupational safety and health policy and plan which is in line with Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 and Factories and Machinery Act 1967, Act 139 shall be documented, effectively communicated and implemented. Next, employee safety and health policy in place. Indicator 2. It is safety and health policy which is communicated and implemented. The risk of all operation shall be assessed and documented. Awareness and training program shall be trained on safe working practice. All precaution attached to products should be properly observed and applied. Next, management provide appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE. Management establish SOP or standard operating procedure for handling of chemicals according to occupational safety health in classification, packaging and labeling, Regulation 1997, and also occupational safety health to use and standard of exposure of chemical hazardous to health, the regulation in 2000. And then management appoint responsible person for workers safety and health. Management also shall conduct regular two-way communication with their employees where issues that affect their business such those related to employees safety, health, and also welfare are discussed openly. Accident and emergency procedure shall exist and instruction shall be clearly understood by all employees. Uh, Employees trained in first aid shall be present at all meal operation. First aid equipments also should be available at each worksite. Lastly, records shall be kept of all accidents and be reviewed periodically at quarterly interval. Next, criteria number 5, good employment condition established. This is the management shall establish a policy on good social practice regarding human rights in respect of industrial harmony. The policy shall be signed by the top management and communicated to the employees. The management also shall not engage in or support discriminatory practices and shall provide equal opportunity and treatment regardless of race, color, sex, religion, political opinion, nationality, social origin, or any distinguishing characteristic. The third, management should ensure employees of contractors are on legal or industry minimum standards according to the employment contract agreed between the contractor and his employee. And then the management shall establish a time recording system that makes working hours and overtime transparent for both the employees and employers. Management shall establish a policy to prevent all forms of sexual harassment and violence at the workplace. Lastly, wages and overtime payment documented on their slips shall be in line with legal regulation and collective agreements. The sixth criteria is appropriate training is provided. All employees and contractors shall be appropriately trained, and training program shall include regular assessment of training needs and documentation, including records of training. Training also needs of individual employees shall be identified prior to the planning and implementation of the training programs in order to provide the specific skill and competency required to all employees based on their job description. Lastly, a continuous training program shall be planned and implemented to ensure that all employees are well trained in their job, function and responsibility in accordance to the documented training procedure. That's all. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.